It's part 3 of the ultimate showdown between Raphael and Raphael, Turtles in Disguise versus Pizza Club Edition. Let's take a look at this guy. We have some beautiful artwork from Aaron, you know it, as usual, doing the illustrations, crushing it, and of course, Trevor doing some hard work here, but we got Jason and Trevor. Did I say Thomas? What am I saying? Words are words, folks, and sometimes I wish I knew how to use them. Anyway, people on the bottom. Plus, it tells you what's in the box, so that way you can feel smart when you're looking at it. And I gotta thank my boy, this boy, Chris Hell, for sending this thing to me because in my area, couldn't find him. But now I got all 4 of our VHS boys. That means that Leonardo's up next. Look at his artwork. So this is a tattoo artist, and if you live in the area, go stop by and get a tattoo from Chris because he is incredibly talented. And he's also a turtle nerd like the rest of us. Back of the box, you got some figure shots. It's in that classic VHS style, and you got this information on the back of it. Then you get a figure shot inside the flap, and a figure inside the box. I love it! Let's open it! And there we go! With the all-new side designs, which I'm not a fan of, I don't think. But let's find out. Maybe it's better than my stupid brain thinks. Alright, we've got a few accessories, some that are a little more fun than others, maybe, I don't know. You got this pizza dough head, which does pop onto the neck peg, so just like an alternate head, basically. You get the TV guide, which looks like this. Pretty simple, but I love it. The sculpt work there in the pages, that's really nice. And then you get a VHS, which is color-coded to his box art. And you get Polly, which is the bird. And I don't know, I definitely don't remember what this is from, but he's got a key on around his neck, doesn't matter. You gotta watch 1,000 episodes to know all these details. And then you get the brand new size, which are thick old boys. These are big, and we will compare to the older ones, but these are drastically different. You get this pizza, which is sausage and jelly bean, which sounds like an awful combination. But of course, with Ninja Turtles, that's always a disgusting combination. The alternate hands in the box, you get these, which are perfect for holding his size. And yeah, so nice finger gaps, and you should be able to get some good grips on there. And if you're new to collecting Ninja Turtles or NECA items, then be sure to heat these things up either with hot water or using a hair dryer. And you may want to do that on the hand so that you can spread the fingers out a little bit more, because these brand new designs on the side is really, really thick. So it's not going to be such an easy way to do it, but you can get both grips in there, so if you want it upside down or whatever, you can do it, but you just might need to heat these things up so they're a little softer to move around. And by default, he's got these standard gripping hands, which will also be good for holding other things like his size. Maybe the TV guides, who knows what he can hold. That's a tight grip. And he's only got one head by default in the box, which is honestly, in this case, kind of a bummer because it's that face. He's got the angry eyebrow expression, but then this is the bottom half of his mouth, which is not fun because you'd want to have like a good stern alternate head. But hey, I guess for anybody that is new to the line and is collecting these VHS sets, you can swap out with the other turtles, so I guess we shouldn't focus on that too much. But the colors are great. Now, I did notice this in the last review because I thought about it too much. There's no cell shading in the front shell. However, this is the color from the style guide set, which I don't think has cell shading anywhere in the figures because they're for the promotional stuff. Otherwise, this is just like the other turtles we've been looking at recently in the VHS series. Beautiful, great, love it. Let's move on. And if you want to take your NECA street scene or really any setup and enhance it to look like April's apartment, well, hey, you can grab one of these right now while I still have some. Limited supplies are available to order, and anybody that did order, those things should be shipping this week. So we need to compare to the Turtles in Disguise, and the Turtles in Disguise came in matte or this gloss finish. It was all kind of random. It's a mess. It doesn't matter. All the other turtles have this kind of olive tone, so it's a little bit brighter than what the new set is, which is this really, really dark color. So I've seen comments of people having, you know, being fans and not fans of it. So I don't know. Maybe the matte version of these guys is the best combo in-betweeny thingy. And to do our best to compare between the two of them, the Turtles in Disguise set, because it came with all the other turtles, it came with tons of hands, tons of accessories that are not unique to Raphael, but this is kind of the bare bones of just one figure. So you get his whole disguise, jacket, pants, hat, go away. You get all these extra hands, okay, go away. Then you get the standard gripping for the Psy, and you get this alternate head in the box. So they promoted it like this. Obviously there's a lot of different heads. Yeah, I guess technically it matches one set from the original Turtle in Disguise sets. Set. How many times can I say it? But you got this happy one, so the brows are pretty standard, and then this smiling face. And then the big change here, other than the color of the turtle itself, is the Psy. So mine had its paint app issue, but whatever. So the shape of it is drastically different from what you get now. Like, look at how long the handle is on the new one, and how short the blade is. This is such a huge difference between the two of them. Now, as a fan of Ninja Turtles, I personally love the original set. It's skinnier, it looks more like a weapon, it's a little more realistic. So maybe this comes from like the first 5 episodes or the intro or something. But I mean, this is a show that, let's face it, had a lot of outsourcing. So there were a lot of people touching the animations and the design. So it was kind of all over the place, especially in the like season 4 and 5 when there was a lot of episodes. And then you get the color differences as well. So it's drastically different. Which one is your favorite? If excluding the turtle itself, which side do you prefer the most? I mean, there's a huge difference between these. But just breaking it down between the two of them, I mean, I love the matte finish. I kind of like this bright yellow on the dark green, like the contrast is really nice, but this is probably a little bit more screen accurate for most episodes, even though they're kind of all over the place, and sometimes the turtles were different colors within the same like 10 seconds of an episode. There's a lot of leeway in what you could do in designing these guys as action figures, and there's no perfect version, there's no right or wrong. If you were buying just bare bones turtles, I would say the new one, the matte finish, this is the superior figure. But I don't know if I would say that if my old Turtles in Disguise were matte and had these, like, you know, had no issues with these skin deformities on their arms. Great options. If you already have the Turtles in Disguise, keep them. If you never had turtles before, you know what's up. Get these VHS figures because they're stunning. And while you're out there shopping, hopefully online getting these things, April 12th through Target, if you're outside the US, then you're going to use costumes.com and the haulathon portion, which right now is at the bottom of the website. These guys run $36.99, so they are a bit pricey, and then it adds up fast when you're buying all 4 of them. I should know. If you love Ninja Turtles, then be sure to head over to my shop and purchase this shirt. It's Krang drawn into a real city, New York City actually, and if you want that as a large print, you can do that as well. And if you haven't seen it already, click the top link there to watch the Donatello review. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.